my business in February. I believe we go through 4 seasons in our business. We have 4 seasons that I think we really embrace in our business. The first one is recruiting. We spend time locked in and we're bringing on new partners. That's one of the seasons that we're in. Another season is a customer building season where we're just looking to add new customers. Another one is leadership, when we dive in to really build our leaders and develop and cultivate our team. And then another season is what I call the off season. I think we've all been there. I know I'm coming out of an off season right now. The off season is a season where life kind of might kick you in the face and you need a minute to regroup. Maybe it's a season where you're touching your business, but you're not building it. The off season a lot of times can be too, where you want to grow and you're showing up and you're doing all the things, but you're not doing all the things. So I am coming out of an off season, and I'll tell you that coming out of an off season just took a decision. I was inspired in Charlotte lit a fire in me. And the decision that I made was that 2024 was going to look very different than 2023. And I want you to just visualize this with me for a second. Picture yourself standing in front of a path, and what you want, your goal is at the end of that path. But when I was in that off season, my path was not clear. It was like muddy and debris and junk was all through that path. I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see where I really wanted to go. And I was working, but I was working in circles until I made the choice to truly dive back in and grow this thing. And as soon as I made that decision, clarity happened and that path cleared. I saw a crystal clear vision of my goal, and I knew exactly what I needed to do to get there. And that's where strategy comes in. So understanding what the company was doing for us this month with the $10 become a partner, $10 fee, I strategically put a plan in place for myself to start 15 new partners in February. 15 and 30 is what I'm calling it. Listen, I know how to do math. I know there's 29 days in February. So I'm using March 1st as my 30th day. And that's my goal. I'm in the season of recruiting. But understand, I'm not just looking to put 15 new people into my organization just to do that. I'm looking to start 15 new people successfully. So they're at least getting to goal number 1. And I'm doing that by starting them as like a class. The class of 2024. So everyone that starts this month, I'm putting them together in a group. So they're already making sideline buddies. They're on this journey together. They're all starting together. So they're growing together. And then I want to build them through the compensation plan. That is my strategy. And how am I going to get there? The actions that are attached to that strategy is that I'm having 10 business conversations every single day. Hear what I said. Conversation means that I'm talking back and forth with somebody. I'm not just copying and pasting messages and sending them out to mass amounts of people. I am strategically connecting with people about our business every single day, 10 of them. And here's what I noticed about me. And maybe some of you have recognized this too for yourself. I want you to think of an athlete for a second. When athletes train, their muscles are strong. And they're in their element and they're confident. But in the off season, if they don't keep up with their skills, what happens? They atrophy. Well, I'll tell you that I feel that's what happened a little bit to me. So in the beginning of February, when I first started having these business conversations, I was weak. Those business conversation muscles, they were weak. My belief in having those conversations was weak. I had to build those muscles again. So the first couple of days, the first 20-ish conversations were messy and clunky and awkward for me a little bit. But every single conversation I had, I was getting a little bit more confident and felt a little bit stronger. So by the time day 3 rolled around, I was on my game. I am so confident. I have never had more productive business conversations than I have in my career of 9 years than I am right now. And it's only the 8th of the month. So that's one of the muscles that I am building right now is my business conversation muscle. The other muscle that I'm building right now is my rejection muscle. When you're having this many conversations, a lot of people are going to tell you no. And at first, I was like, so I don't want you on my team anyway. That's not what I said to them, but that's what I was thinking in my head, right? But honestly, at first I was frustrated and it was like, oh my gosh, it's another no. It's another no. But then I realized that that rejection was just an opportunity for redirection. Instead, I took that no and redirected that no to ask more questions, to say, hey, this doesn't have to be for you. But I am in a space of growth right now, and I want to get as many boots on the ground to share this message. Is there anyone in your life that you feel could benefit from this business? So now I've asked the rejection for a referral. And I'll tell you, at first they might say no. Give it a minute. They're going to text you with some names because that's what's consistently happened to me over the last week. So now you're probably also thinking, where are you coming up with these people? Who are these people that you're pulling from? I'm working with 4 specific groups of people. I'm working with past partners. Listen, they said yes for a reason, whenever it was. Years ago, last year, whatever. If they're out of the system, they did say yes for a reason at some point. Connect with them again. You don't know what season they might be in. Maybe they're in the season for growth right now. Don't give up on them. Invite them back in. This is a great month to do that.